please friend request Jake's. Can you please friend request Jake Scott, please? As so you have him added as a friend. Just add him as a friend or request him as a friend.
Yeah, we've already done that.
Yeah. All right. Now, if he accepts it, you'll be able to invite him.
Mhm.
I've also done the same just in case you're clueless or you don't know. Rain, 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 rain on me. Dun, 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 dun. Rain on me. Bonjour, everybody. Bonjour, je m'appelle Jake. Hi, my name is Jake. Bonjour, je m'appelle Jake. How are we doing on this fine Wednesday evening? I am doing good, thank you. Even though I haven't got asked, I'll say it for myself. Thank you very much. I hope you're all doing okay on this Wednesday fine afternoon. As you can see, we are back with FPRL. That was a bit aggressive. AKA Fair Play Racing League. Today we are here for FPRL F123 Tier 2 for the season 7.0. Round 5 around France. Let's go and buy some baguettes. Only joking. I do love a baguette though. If you don't love a baguette, get out. So yeah, I hope you're all doing okay, Lo. We are around France, obviously. I would say it's good for league racing, but I wouldn't say it's the best for in real life, as in real life it's quite boring around France, but league racing is actually quite interesting around France. France, I believe, is a heavy fuel track, and you don't save much ERS around France, so it's going to be crucial that you don't drain your battery in the first couple of laps, otherwise you're going to end up with no battery in the end. Today, I am your host, Bonjour, je m'appelle Jake. And today I'm joined alongside by
Rosie R180.
There we go. How are we doing on this fine day?
Good, thank you.
No problemo. Are you ready for some more action?
Yep.
For some
Looking
Wednesday
forward to
action
it.
again. Yes, I bet you are indeed. As here we are then, our race winner. Last time out in the Tier 3 race. So that means we have not done France in a while, because I don't think I was in the league when Diamond was last in Tier 3. So last time we had a tier race around here, Diamond won in Tier 3. So that could be some potential for him. That could be some potential for him today in that Alfa Romeo. Always first out, always showing he's determined to get that lap in there. Obviously, only got 14 points in the championship. Obviously, we was also always expecting Diamond to be up there a bit more. Last week out, he did get a podium, though, didn't he, Rosie?
Mhm. He did, indeed.
It was a good result, wasn't it?
Yeah. He had a good result.
Yes, and obviously that hopefully will boost his confidence up for the rest of the season. We do have some news as well to share with you. Some recent news about rumours about the game, and I believe it is facts now, not rumours anymore. The game is coming out on the 31st of May, and I believe the 28th of May if you're going for the Champions Edition. Am I right?
Yeah.
There we go then. So the game comes out on the 28th of May. That is on a Tuesday, and the 31st is on a Friday. So what they did last time out, where they released it on a Tuesday. So unfortunately, at the moment, if we stayed with the calendar as it is, we would finish on the 7th of June. Ouch. Ouch indeed. So unfortunately, we've had to sort out the calendar a little bit. So obviously, as you know, there's two mini championships here in FPRL. There is a Europe Championship and a Rest of the World Championship. So 7.0, 7.52. There's the opportunity for 3 people to win the championship. We have 2 mini championships. We then have an overall championship, so for the overall season. as you know, we have cut down to 14 races for the season. Belgium for the Europe has been removed off the track, and there is a current vote going on for the rest of the world tracks. So at the moment we are binding. There's either going to be a removal of Bahrain or Qatar for season 7.5 for the rest of the world track, and at the moment as the votes stand, it's going towards Bahrain being removed, as it is 22 votes there for Bahrain, so it looks like people do not want Bahrain. So we have now a 14 race season, and we have 7 races in each 7.0 and 7.5. So Europe is now down to 7 races. The rest of the world is now down to 7 races. So we only have, including this round right now, 3 more rounds. Next week we have 2 more rounds left of the season of 7.0. So as it stands at the moment in Tier 2, Night Owl leads the way from 6 points to L-Plan in P2, and then a hefty 8 points to Crossgree in P3. So Night Owl cannot win it today, as you can see, at 29.8 for Night Owl. So Night Owl cannot win the mini championship today. So obviously Night Owl can win the mini championship this season, and then a new mini championship starts next season. If you don't know, some explaining. So yes, and then an overall. So yes, at the moment the overall standings is nowhere near to be done, and it's going to be very close for the overall. So there is a lot of opportunities to win the championship, and there is a lot of stuff going on. We still have, including this round, 3 more rounds left of 7.0, and then we head over 7.5, where we do have a week break as well for once these next 3 races are done. So we do take a week rest from FPRL, and then we'll come back happy and ever after for season 7.5, and then we'll see you for the new game. Anyway, enough waffling. Let's head to the action. Some explaining done, and hi gang. I'm looking to get into sim racing and heard you guys from a friend. Hope you guys can help. Love watching you guys as well. Hello, big man. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. We always love new people. Yes, we love new people coming over to sim racing. So Nightbot always posts a link to league. So if you ever want to join a league when you get used to sim racing, feel free to come along and join us, Rosie. So while I've been waffling, Rosie, and I'll have a quick drink. I'm sure you've taken your drink. You haven't spoken much.
I've taken mine.
You haven't spoken much. I'm going to allow you to speak a little.
Waffling.
Yes. I'm going to allow you to speak for a minute and talk us through what's gone in qualifying while I've been waffling.
Alright, nothing really at the moment's been, shown at the moment. Law's gone top with a 129.2 so far. Some people have invalidated their lap. I don't know which driver that was. Oh, L-Plan has gone into the pits after invalidating his lap. What other driver? We've got Steel on a lap. Who else have we got on a lap? Brewmaster's on a lap. Gary.
Take us through the rest of the lap with Gary.
Okie dokie. Got to find. There you go. There's Gary. As he goes into sector 3, I don't know what kind of corner that is. I don't know the.
A braking and an accelerating corner.
I've not learned the corners for
Don't ask me.
Don't ask any of us. As he comes around the last corner to cross the line, what will Gary end up?
It's a bit far away.
What will Gary end up getting?
Oh, he's run out of fuel.
He got 131.0.
Yeah, he ran out of fuel low, and he ran out of ERS, so there's a lot more time there for Gary. And hello,
Gary.
Hello, Tidjum. Hello, David. How's your holiday going? How are you, Tidjum? Right, so let's head over. Let's head over to Crossgrey, then, We're not at the basic bitch track now, as Crossbury did say last week. So we don't need to say that this week.
No.
But obviously Crossbury sits third in the championship, in the mini championship and the overall as well. Currently sits third, and he's just 8 points away from Night obviously getting a win, I believe was at Austria. Yes, he got a win at Austria, and that really boosted him up in the championship. So Crossbury now will take us along for the rest of the lap, coming up to the penultimate corner, keeping it as close and making the most of the track and not invalidating still, and now opening up the DRS, and it's a patient wait for the line to come up for Crossbury. And it's a solid 30.3, which puts him out of the top 10. So Crossbury's going to want a little bit more of an improvement there as we head over to Bidley. In the Aston Martin at the moment hasn't got a lap time set, but currently at the moment is now setting a lap time. He's coming around the penultimate corner now, a nice swooping left, and it's a quick little on the power one and just brake, heavy braking zone to go. Nearly go off the track limits there, but stays within the track limits, and across the line for Bidley. It's going to, oh my god, it's a 29.8
Wow.
from Bidley. That's really good.
Definitely.
Now, considering what we've seen throughout the whole season from Bidley, always being down in qualifying and the race not having any luck, for being P3 right there, right now, that is really gonna boost Bidley's confidence, don't you think?
Yeah, it is definitely.
That was unexpected, but that is a very good lap from Bidley, and he's up there today, and that is things we love to see. Okay, Lexus, show us what you are made of. Not. I'm taking it very cautiously. I assume this will be a very slow lap. But across the line for Lexus, it's a 30.6. It's P14. Gary is still the slowest. What about the other Red Bull? Wavy Knife. Can he get above Gary? He can, and he can put himself onto the front row with a 29.5. Jesus.
Law improves his lap. Wow.
Wow. Send him off to tier 1. L-Plan low with a 29.3. That's crucial for him to get back in the championship fight. Okay. So, let's check out Freddie Fraud. Freddie Fraud. I always call him Freddie Fraud because it's just... Yeah, I will forget. Because it's Ford at the end. It's quite easy to say Fraud. And here comes Freddie. Solid. P8. Breaking the law. Funny. TJ watched 7 consecutive streams this month and sparked a watch streak.
Ooh.
Up the
Well done.
Tijum. Up the Tijum, everybody.
Up the Tijum.
Yes, indeed. As Remaster has invalidated his lap, Law has set it. L-Plan has set it. Wavy Knife has also set it. Diamond in P4 with a 29.6. Obviously a race winner last time out in France when he was in Tier 3. Out there. Night Owl, the championship leader, currently P7. You got Freddie, P8 after that lap. You got Alfie racing in P9. You got Locker in P10 just starting his lap now, still P11. And we got a debut driver today, Rosie, to keep an eye on. Hope he does well in his debut. It's Jake Scott. Wow. So if you ever say Jake, I might say yes.
Zeke Scott 44. Oh, that's gonna be so confusing now.
And
Right.
and also news that we need to be saying as well, like what you see, jump into our F1 Discord server, please do. We have allowed crossplay. Yes. There was an announcement set out a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago, whatever, that crossplay is finally allowed in FPRL. So after 6 seasons of just being Xbox, onto the 7th season, we are now in crossplay territory. So this opens up the league, because obviously I saw a lot of people last season. Oh, when Jake's got a bit wide there. I saw a lot of people last season, as when I was recruitment, join. Oh, and he's gone. That's the end of his lap. Yeah. So I saw a lot of people last season. That's the third attempt. When I was in recruitment, that joined off crossplay and was very gutted to not join the league because it was Xbox only. Nice lap, locker. So it's finally crossplay. So if you are on crossplay and do fancy joining, why not get yourself involved? So yes, as you see, we've got our first crossplay driver in tier 2. That is Jake Scott. We've got another one, I believe, in tier 3, and I'm not sure about tier 1 if they have any crossplay drivers. So this is obviously a trial out to see how it goes for the next couple of races for the crossplay, if it causes any issues or not. If it does, it may be taken back away, but I do hope not. I really enjoy crossplay, and we love getting new drivers in from crossplay as well. You got some fast PC drivers out there that could maybe join, and Gary's made a little bit of a mistake. Maybe some fast PC drivers to join, maybe challenge Object Fungus and AMS Drive in tier 1. So there's a lot of opportunities out there today now with crossplay enabled. So that is going to be absolutely great, as Gary's at 30.5. Mrs. Tidgham says hi. Hello, Mrs. Tidgham. She's always a very laughing character, that Mrs. Tidgham, especially when I beat TJ at FIFA. As they say. How do you feel about crossplay, then, Rosie, enabled in FPRL now?
It's good that it is enabled, so we can potentially see new drivers that aren't Xbox to actually join the league and have a go at racing.
Very good choice of words used there by Rosie to explain that.
Especially I am in the recruitment team, so I can sign you up to our tiers.
Yep, you've taken my job this season.
Yep.
Though I'm on social media, mate. I'll get them in for you, and you sort them out in the server, alright?
Yep.
Talking about social media, I do need to upload some more stuff on TikTok, which I will up tomorrow. I think I finished college a bit early, so I will upload something on TikTok. So do stay tuned for tomorrow's TikTok. I haven't uploaded in 2 weeks because I work on a Wednesday morning now, and all the time I get free time, I'm spending it on sorting different leagues out. And some of the times I do get free time, I just want to play Fortnite and FIFA, you know, and chill out. So
chill out time.
So I do want to post something on TikTok Live to get those drivers into you as a recruitment person. Right. Evening, wankers, says Monkey Boy Kurt. Evening, dickhead.
That's the response you get, monkey.
Right, Alplan, can he take provisional pole? Yes, he can. 29-0. Whoa, says Tidgham. Yeah.
Yeah, Tidgham.
Monkey's not bullying now because I've just replied back. So the bullying
No
stops.
comment from him.
Gary says he's washed on medium. Why would you just not change to medium TC for the next game? And Law goes with a 28.9, the first person into the 28s. Why would you just keep... As Bidley goes P9, 29.6. Love the banter. Thanks. Gary, why would you just not change your medium TC next game? Just leave it now. Like, we're coming towards the end of the game. There's no point changing it, and you're down P15. And just go back onto full. I think Tidgham's forced Gary to go into medium TC, and Cosgray's messed up his lap. Let's all blame Tidgham today. Key word for today is Tidgham. There we go.
Nice keyword.
Thank
Tidgham.
you. Because he's been horrible.
Yeah, Tidgham, you've been horrible.
I'll be nice. Say hi to the missus for me. I need to tell you, missus, that you've been very horrible and you need a slap from the missus, Tidjum. Here comes Diamond. Down on his time at the moment as L-Plan is going to miss out by pole by less than a tenth. And Law at the moment is on provisional poles. Alfie went up with a 29.4. Diamond, we're currently watching Dynamo Dan closely follow behind. Keep an eye on Dynamo Dan for us, Rosie. As we finish off with Diamond and race winner here in Tier 3, last time out. And he's coming around the penultimate corner now. And now around the final corner. And Diamond's going to open up that DRS now. And across the line, it's going to be for Diamond. No improvement. What have you seen from? Have you seen anything from Dynamo Dan? Nothing. As Freddy, P6, and he's matched times with Diamond. Freddy has a 29.601. Now, if you're new to racing, some more explanation and waffling coming from me now. If you are the person that sets your time first, and it's the exact same time, the person that set their time first will have that time. There you go, Freddy. You take. There you go, Diamond. You take P6 by setting your lap first. Congratulations. But pole position today is Law, followed by L-Plan. Gary is not a happy bunny. That is plenty, Monkey Boy Kurtz. So there you go, Law, L-Plan, Wavy Knife on the. It's been a while since we've seen him up there, Rosie. Then we got Room Master as well. Room Master. Oh, also nice to see him back up in there. Some big names that we haven't seen up in the top 10 or top 8 for a while. Room Master, P4, Alfie, and Locker as well. P6 for Locker. Diamond, Freddy, Dan, Morley, the Cruiser, Night Owl, Steel, Bidley, Crosscray, Lexus, Jake, Silver Side Boy, Medium TC Merchant, and Yorkie. Your thoughts and feelings on that comms?
Definitely what you said, interesting between that we got new people up on the top this time instead of the other drivers.
Wow. What a way to make me feel better. Tidjum, what have you done to Gary today? Talk to me. Explain your innocence.
Did you see what Monkey put to Tidjum? It was funny. I couldn't stop laughing.
Good luck, lads. Greetings from Stiffy, Austrian mountains. I hope you're enjoying your holiday, Stiffmeister. Thank you very much.
Those are people on holiday.
Yeah, don't blame them. I'm off to France this year.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm off to France end of July. Gonna go and
nice.
Guess I'll go Disneyland Paris.
Oh, lucky you.
Yay.
You don't seem happy.
I'm going darts this year as well in
Good on
May.
darts.
Yes, I'm going to the O2.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to the O2 on, I believe it's the 23rd of May, the Thursday.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Jake. France sounds terrible.
Thank you.
From Freddy.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I'm off to the darts on the 23rd of May to enjoy myself and go dun 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 hi hi hi.
Oh yeah, what was that other thing that you said you was gonna go on to watch?
Anton Deck's Saturday Night Takeaway.
Anyone been watching that? I've loved watching that, actually.
I'm still waiting for confirmation. I think we get it tomorrow.
Oh.
Do I get to be in the audience of Anton Deck's Saturday Night Takeaway? You never know. I could be winning the advert prizes at the end as well.
You'll just be seeing him on telly, everyone. Just look out for him.
Yeah, look out for my ugly face. But I am excited excited for the darts though. I hope Luke Littler gets to the semi-finals, because that's who I'm going to support.
Yeah.
The young teenager. Gonna go sing his music when he does the walk. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, we, oh, we, oh, we, oh, we, oh.
Yeah, he has got a good walk on, actually.
He does. But Michael Van Gogh does also have a very good one. Oh, Michael Van Gogh.
How rude, monkey.
Yeah, how rude. Yeah, I just can't wait for the darts. I'm not very excited to go France, I guess. But then I'm off twice to Clacton this year. I'm off in the May holidays with my parents to Clacton. And then I'm off by myself. I'm going to Clacton in the start of July by myself without no parents. That'd be my first holiday without parents.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I need it to get away from parents. And then I've got to go to France and go to Disneyland Paris for 3 months. Okay. Go visit the Eiffel Tower. Yeah. Then I want to go to the Dutch Grand Prix this year as well. There's a lot I want to do.
What other things are you going to
do? Britain's Got Talent.
Oh, here we go.
You'll see me on telly singing. Bear. Red buzzers. Bear, bear, bear.
Yeah, Simon Cowell will be there.
Jake, you done absolutely shit. Get off my show.
Oh, imagine if he said that.
Yeah, cool, mate. At least I'm on telly.
Anything else that you're gonna do?
Yeah, why not? X Factor.
Oh no, not X Factor.
Nah, I have a few things coming out this year I'm excited for. But anyways, to be fair, if your talent was being a knob, you get a golden buzzer. Oh. Because you're smoking, you do usually explode.
Oh. The violation.
I can just vape and get the golden buzzer. There you go. Do you want to see a magic trick coming out my mouth?
Yeah, you could do some tricks.
Breathe air. You don't need a vape. Breathe
Oh, I remember
air.
that.
Just breathe air, David. Breathe normal air. You don't need a flavoured air to help you. Starting in P19.
I can't stop laughing.
Well, it's like we need to keep everyone entertained while we're just sitting there doing nothing. So I think kind of a good job with my talent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, you're key on mediums, Silverside Boy on hards. Jake Scott. Was that a bit of lag there from Jake Scott? I don't know. P17 mediums. Lexus P16 mediums. Cross Group P15 mediums. Bidley P14 mediums. Still P13 mediums. Night Owl P12 hards. Cruiser P11 hards. And Warleader P10 softs.
And Dino Dan on mediums. Freddie Ford is on mediums. Diamond Douchey is on mediums. FPRL Locker is on mediums.
Get yourself into a rhyme.
Yeah. I can't pronounce this one.
Just say Alfie.
Alfie is on mediums. Brewmaster's on mediums. Wavy Knife is on mediums. L Clan is on mediums. And Law on mediums.
On mediums. There you go.
Loads of people on mediums.
Yeah, 3
From
people
the
on
top
hards.
9.
1 person on softs. Bish bash bosh. Why not? There you go. For the mediums.
And mic drop. There we go.
What?
Had to say that.
The fuck? I don't know what you're meaning there. But I know what I'm meaning. I'm heading to 5 red lights for the French Grand Prix. Bonjour everybody and good luck for the French Grand Prix, because it's lights out and away we go. Law gets a good start then as we head down into turn 1. A little run down into turn 1. Law's going to lead the way as Elplan's going to try and challenge him into turn 1, but he's going to sit back and relax as Wavy Knife slots into P3 as Roommaster stays in P4. Same with Alfie, Locker, Freddy. Diamond losing the position on the start. Dynamo Dan P9. And there's positions changing in the background as there's contact. Steel has been involved in the collision with somebody, and Steele's now down to last place as Gary still sitting in P18, getting a little tap off the track from Lexus there. And we've filed through, and cars are most of the cars are in single file down the straight from the top 9 as Law leads the way then from Elplan, Wavy, Rue, Alfie, Locker, Freddy, Diamond, and there was a move in the background, I believe. Nightowl moving up into P10.
Cruiser's making a few moves as well from P12.
They are, and Cruiser's losing the position to Bidley now. There you go, Cruiser down to P13. What's happened to Cruiser this season? Not showing his dark horse performance like he did last season. Maybe he's waiting for the right moment to do it. As we continue along then with the top 2, as Elplan only 6 points away from Nightowl, currently down to P10 at the moment. Elplan will take the lead of the championship if it stays as it is. And for this mini championship, Elplan would love to win it. As we head down into lap 2 then, as Law leads the way. A bit of a gap from Wavy Knife from behind, but as we saw in qualifying though, there was a massive gap from the top 2, and then P3 of Wavy Knife and a little bit of a gap to the top 2. We saw that in qualifying, and we're seeing that in the race as well. But we're seeing Elplan being a little bit faster, and for the first time in the world, no one's actually boxed on lap 1. So that was not a too shabby turn 1, quite clean bar from what happened with Steel into turn 1. As we continue along then with Elplan, lead in P2 currently. Just going to be patient and wait for that DRS. I know Elplan. He always plays the patient game. He's always good with his DRS. He doesn't use it as much. He uses it every now and again. Wavy Knife is trying to use a bit of his battery to get back into DRS range so he doesn't lose places to Roomasters. Roomasters is really howling Wavy Knife.
More Leader and Night Owl having a bit of a battle for P10.
Oh, and Roommaster's gone around. Contact with Wavy Knife and Roommaster.
He's crushed his front wing. He's got no wing.
He got back on the power and put himself in the wall, basically. There you go. Ooh. Nice. Virtual safety car. In my opinion, it looked like Rue went in. It looked like Rue went into Wavy Knife, in my opinion. Not my decision, but it looked like Rue did go into Wavy Knife. But that has sent Rue back into last place. Obviously, a really good qualifying for Rue, showing he wants to come back in FPRL, showing his real pace. But an instant lap 2 has sent him back down into last place, and everyone's saying agreed. So that was stupid.
Double stupid from David.
Triple. And we wait, and Elplan is going to get the detection point DRS. If safety car comes in, the Yorkie is always one that gets a drive through. That is Yorkie. As we continue along, then Elplan does get DRS indeed. Stay within 1 second, but Locker in the background in P5 going for the move on Alfie. Is he going for the double overtake? No, he isn't. He sits back because Alfie made a move on Wavy Knife. So Alfie now up into P3, and there's a bit of a battle going on behind here. As Gary is fallen very behind the pack and 1.6 behind Crosscrete as Wavy Knife re-overtakes Alfie up the inside there, and Alfie is going to get DRS back though, so he's just got to play the patient game, but he has got cars behind him hounding him down. Currently Loco in P5 is more leader, sets a 3-second time penalty at the moment, as then Alfie along the way then we go Is Alfie going to look for the move, or is he going to wait for the main straight? He has got a bunch of cars behind waiting to pounce for that mistake. And here comes Alfie then. He looks like he wants to make the move because Locker is coming involved in this. Locker on the outside. He's going to have to back off because there's no room, and Alfie goes through up into the podium spot. Oh, it's kicking off now, Rosie.
Oh, and Yorkie gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. What's going on with Yorkie?
As we continue along then with Wavy Knife shortly slipping over to L-Plan as well. Keep an eye on the battle for the lead for us, Rosie, while we watch this battle for P3. Let's continue along then. Well, it's actually switched to the battle for the lead because L-Plan is going to be making the move and taking the lead of the French Grand Prix. And he is on lap number 4, our new race leader. Wavy Knife did not make the move, so it was a good choice to go with the leader there. There's then Wavy Knife in P4 then. Snorlax. I get it now. Loves the as right, we got a big train forming here, Rosie, for P3. And the question is today, who will get that P3?
It will be close.
No, Tidgem's Baldy, David. Baldy Tidgem. As Wavy Knife is looking to re-overtake Alfie into turn 1 then, and gets the move done and dusted. But Alfie, a little bit of contact there as he tried to switch back. That's going to allow Locker to try and go for the move. Obviously, Locker waiting for a mistake, but it's due to a lot of his battery. And that might be a little bit of a mistake there from Locker. There's lots of other people who've got more battery around him, so he doesn't want to be showing to others that his red light is flashing, otherwise they will try and get that position from Locker. So Locker needs to be careful how he spends his battery for the rest of this race. As here we go with Alfie once again then. As Alfie re-overtakes P3 and looks like Law's taking back the lead of the race. And Bidley, yes, as you see, P11 doing a good job, isn't he, Rosie? Bidley,
yeah,
he's coming back. And Dynamo Dan is going for a move, but Diamond, he's going to get blocked there by Diamond. As Diamond is trying to move on Freddy, and he's going to go up the inside. A nice little overtake. No, he's not going to get it done. Yeah, that is a good overtaking opportunity. I don't think it's not. I've overtaken there a couple of times. So Diamond lives to fight for another more laps. Same with Dan, he tried for the move, but unfortunately Diamond just blocked him because he was making the move on Freddy himself. Diamond Dan, could he send it here? No. I'd personally try and challenge to send it like Night Owl just did on More Leader. And Bidley.
I know Dan has got DRS. Is he gonna get a pass, Diamond Douchey? Nope, not yet.
As Alfie then staying ahead of Wavy Knife and Locker making to try and make the move on Wavy Knife, going up the inside, back sounds of it again. He's got no battery now. And now the red light is flashing. Everyone's going to try and get the move as Freddy wants to be his first victim today. And at the moment sitting behind. But Freddy knows Locker's on no battery. That's why he's draining his battery to get past Locker. Here comes Freddy then. Locker has no battery. Freddy has the battery advantage. He's going to be forced to go to the outside for Freddy. Switching it now to the inside. Late on the brakes. Locker's trying to hold it around the outside. Freddy's now going to have the battery advantage. And Freddy moves up into P5. Diamond now trying to pounce on that around the outside of the Locker here. Locker on the inside. Diamond on the outside. And I think Diamond's going to get the move. And he's also under pressure. Locker from Dynamo Dan and more leader. Dynamo Dan trying around the outside. Locker trying to hold it up the inside of Diamond. Now it's time for Dynamo Dan to go up the inside. Braking a little bit earlier, but going to get a better exit than Locker. Locker's just going to stay ahead. Losing 2 positions on lap 6.
Oh, and Gary gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
And here comes more leader up the inside of Dynamo Dan. Makes a bit of contact with Locker as he missed his braking a little bit too much. And here comes Bidley now on more leader. Bidley knows he's got no battery. Bidley looking for
more
a
leader.
good result.
More leader's gonna go for a move on his teammate.
He's made a move already on his teammate. But here comes Bidley to get into the points like he is already, but that's another point for Bidley. And Bidley hasn't scored points yet this season. As it stands right now, Bidley is going to be scoring his first points of the season. Good little race going on for Bidley at the moment. As the top for the fight of the lead, Law overtakes the lead. L-Plan back down in P2. Diamond now past Freddie. Freddie's a sitting duck on the straight as Alfie's now pulled away because of these guys battling Rosie.
Yep. And Locker wants to catch up to Freddie Ford and Diamond Juicy, but he's used some of his ERS already and he's only got 6% left.
Yes, and that's going to really hurt him a little bit as he's got Night Owl. He's got Dynamo Dan behind, currently on 54%. That could really be a big upset for Locker. With his battery, he's got a massive train, and Night Owl is under pressure from Bidley now. Bidley looking to seize more points in this race, and this is looking to be a good result at the moment for Bidley. And he's got more leader behind. Oh, more leader having... Oh, and in the background, two Ferraris battling there. As Cruiser stays ahead of Lexus.
Oh, and Locker's going to try and get past Freddie Ford. And he does, but Freddie Ford wants to try and get back. Oh, Wavy Knife gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Wavy Knife is retired.
And retired.
Oh dear.
As well.
He's doing so well. Two top people that we saw up in qualifying in a while, Wavy and Rue. Rue's down nearly in last. Wavy's out. Dear oh dear. But as you saw, as Rosie did say, as Elpan moves to the lead, yes, Locker did get back past Freddie. Freddie's now not got as much battery as he did. Dynamo Dan's going to be licking his lips a little bit more with that battery. Night Owl not on any battery. Bidley now on no battery. But he's going for the move on Night Owl here. Bidley looking on the inside and thought better of it. But Bidley is really putting up a really good fight at the moment. P9, but there is still more to come. It is in the front. There is moves trying as Dan's trying to look up the inside. And Diamond trying everything to secure P4 as Dynamo Dan is under pressure from Night Owl. Night Owl trying to get the move. It's all kicking off here for the P4 slot. And meanwhile, where it was a big train for P3, it is now a train for P4's Alfie is pulled away because of these guys battling. But I tell you what, podium leads or just battle for P4, no points. It's a really good battle at the moment. As Locker gets past Diamond, more leader losing 2 places to the both Ferraris. His soft tyres must be dying now. Let's get the tyres up for you on the screen. There we go. As still making a move on Crosscree and up into P13 now. It's been moves made left, right, and centre. I did say France is always a good track for league racing, Rosie, but not for real life.
Yeah.
So here comes Diamond on Locker now. Diamond got no battery either, along with Locker. Diamond overtakes Locker. Freddie got a little bit of battery, but Dynamo Dan in this train has got the most battery. And as soon as he sees Freddie's going to be flashing, Dynamo Dan will be happy. As here comes Locker once again on Diamond, trying up the inside. Let's get the live to fight another lap. There's Freddie trying up the inside. Dynamo Dan just waiting for something to happen. He wants to pounce in this battle as well. Dynamo Dan obviously having a better season, Rosie, than Tier 1 last season.
Yeah.
As for the leads, it's just swapping over at the moment.
And still made a little bit of a mistake, but will that allow Crossby to catch up as he's got a DRS? Will that be enough to catch him on the straight?
As here comes Lockhart to overtake P4 and does get P4 swapping around now for the lead of the race. Laws used a bit of his battery. L-Plan, like I said about his battery, how he spends his battery. L-Plan spends it very well and always saves it. He's currently nearly back up to 100%, so he hasn't spent the battery much. But L-Plant is doing a very good job, and he's been forced to use it because Law is now pulling away a little bit, so he's had to use a little bit of battery. I think L-Plan might be going for the move here, actually. And we're going up the inside here, and he gets back past Law and retakes the lead of the race. It's back for the battle for these positions, them in the midfield, as Bidley making a little bit of an error, probably trying to make the move, and Dan, he's got caught out a little bit. But Bidley holds on. But Cruiser is now coming at Bidley on those hard tyres. Those hard tyres might be starting to kick in now for Cruiser. And Cruiser up the inside of Bidley. Bidley might be losing to Lexus. He might fall out of the points. And there's contact with Bidley and Lexus. Lexus has gone around. Bidley has just survived. And he's still in the points. But Lexus has been spun around. Or he might have missed his brake and spun himself around. I don't know. But Bidley hangs on to P10.
And Remaster gets another penalty for multiple warnings.
Krosky's trying for an undercut here. This would be a good undercut if it works out. As Locker back up to P4 then. When is Dynamo Dan going to use that battery? And Freddy has made a little bit of an error. Night Owl's now going to seize that opportunity. He's going to try and go around the outside, Night Owl, and just backs out of it. But Dynamo Dan has that battery. When is he going to use it? He has got another hard runner. Dynamo Dan, oh, a little bit of an error there. And Cruiser might see that opportunity. Dynamo Dan needs to start using that battery. He's got hard runners going up behind him now. But Bidley also trying to get the action. Locker and Diamond swap places once again. Night Owl trying to get Freddy. And up the inside goes Night Owl, but it swaps to the inside for Freddy now. And Night Owl swoops it around the outside and gets the position. But Freddy has a little bit of battery advantage, only a couple of percent. And Freddy is going to hold on to P7. As Dynamo Dan behind is staying in P8, but he has Cruiser right behind him. Those hard tyres might be kicking in now, Rosie.
Yeah, he might have to pit soon.
And how do you think this race is going at the moment?
It's going alright at the moment, not too dirty at the moment. Only one driver has DNF'd so far. Oh, and Diamond Douche has got a 5-second penalty speeding in the pit lane. Not good. Most drivers have come in now into the pits.
Yes, and I believe they're trying undercuts on the people who are now staying out. More leaders staying out on those soft tyres at the moment. And lap 12, and we're seeing people boxing. I'm sure the top two might want to start reacting so they don't lose the lead. They wouldn't this lap, but the more they stay out, the more they might get undercutted here, these two. So it's better off for them two to start thinking about themselves boxing. As L-Plan now takes the lead of the race. As now Freddy then needs to box to pounce from this undercut. He might be undercutted here by a few drivers. Obviously Locker, Diamond, Crosscree, Dan, Bidley still boxing. And Freddy is up into P4 now.
More leaders been on softs now for 11 laps. Surely his softs will be running out by now.
As here comes Freddy and Night Owl. Night Owl to try and back up the inside once again. Night Owl is going to have the position. Freddy has to box this lap. He's getting overtaken by both of the hard runners. Night Owl up the inside. Freddy trying to hold it. He's got close, but Freddy is still there. Fighting now. Night Owl makes a mistake. Allows Cruiser to try and go up the inside, but unfortunately for Cruiser, doesn't get that exit, and I'm sure Freddy will be boxing this lap. As he does box him. Jesus Christ, went very wide there. Don't speed. There we go. He kept it within the speed limit. And now it's the battle of the hard runners between Night Owl and Cruiser, who are yet to box, but will be staying out a little bit longer. They will get undercut quite a lot, but they will come back later on those medium tyres. And More Leader, like you say, he has stayed out once again on those soft tyres. Maybe More Leader is trying a soft to medium strategy, Rosie, and that would be ballsy, right?
Yeah. That will definitely be a bit of a challenge for him if he wants to keep going on the soft tyres. He might risk it and then go onto the mediums instead of doing softs to hard.
Yeah. As
Yeah.
for the lead of the race, bit of battery burning from L-Plan as he's on 50% now, Law on 40%, at least to just batting it out. And it will come down to the final lap, I reckon, for the top two, Rosie, for the lead, don't you think?
Oh, and Cruiser and Night Owl. Cruiser goes past Night Owl.
As these two might want to start thinking about boxing, otherwise they could have Diamond and Locker up their asses if they don't box soon. They might get undercutted here. And yes, we might see a battle for the lead come down to the final lap of the race here if it stays like this. And is L-Plan going to be boxing? Yes, he is. And Law is going to follow along with L-Plan. Don't speed.
Oh,
I think L-Plan
they had a bit of
might...
contact.
And I think L-Plan might be able to get that pen removed. Yes, I do think L-Plan might be able to get that pen removed as he did get pushed in by Law.
Cruiser and Night Owl stay out though.
Yes, they're on hard tyres. So yeah, L-Plan has been given a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, but did get tapped. And that was a good choice for boxing that lap because those guys that did box nearly caught them up. So yeah, L-Plan net leader now. And I think Law's going to still need to get that move on track, Rosie, because from what I saw in the pit lane, L-Plan might be able to get that removed. So Law's going to need to try and hold on to this DRS and try and overtake him on track in case it does happen. Because if he stays behind and he does get it removed, L-Plan will re-overtake Law. So, continue our way then on lap 14 with the top three staying out on those hard tyres. Silverside Boy is having a race to forget today. Not at his best as we usually see for the Silverside Boy. So, a bit upsetting as we always like to see Silverside Boy up there, Rosie, right?
Yeah. Good old Gary.
Small leader's disconnected and he's joined back, luckily. As Roommaster gets a time penalty, but Roommaster's got to hope for a safety line if anything works for his race. Steele's trying to move on Bidley, falling back from the pack a little bit. And Night Owl's now in the box. Cruiser will be staying out another lap. Is it push time now for Cruiser to box this lap? We'll have to wait and see. As Silver now 6.1 behind Cruiser, and L-Plan is now starting to catch up, but he has got Law for company. These two are going to be fighting end to end now, and Alfie is falling back a little bit. He has got a penalty there, and Diamond now behind Locker still. So this will be an ongoing battle towards the end with Dynamo Dan involved and Crossbury. Will we see some team orders at McLaren? I have to wait and see. Still got past Bidley in the end, and Night Out has come out way away behind, but on those medium tyres. So now it's time for Night Out to push as Diamond gets past Locker, and Dynamo Dan. Oh, I thought he's going to go for that there as Law and L-Plan overtakes each other, or Law overtakes L-Plan. As Dynamo Dan needs to start getting a move on, otherwise he could have team orders being called here at McLaren. He has got more battery than anyone else in this train, so Dynamo Dan needs to start using that to effect. And he's trying to go for Locker. Locker placing his car in the right place so Dynamo Dan cannot get past. And Dynamo Dan, at lap 15, he needs to start making some overtakes if he wants to get a top 5 today in this race. Almost losing it on the curb, and his teammate is just right behind, hounding him. So yes, Gary now in the box, and Cruiser staying out another lap. What do you think Cruiser's doing? Do you think he's doing softs to the end, Rosie?
Yeah, I think he'll carry on with the hards and then he'll go to softs probably around lap 20 or before, depending on how much he wants to be on hard tyres for.
As Diamond and Locker having still a little bit of their ding dong at the moment on lap 16, a little good battle there. We haven't seen a safety car yet. Don't want to jinx it, but have you seen around the field any people that's got any fuel lights? Yeah, fuel lights.
Only Alexis at the moment who's got a yellow fuel warning. That's
He
the
would be
only
hoping.
person.
He'll be hoping for a safety car then. As Dynamo Dan has got that straight line speed, he just needs to not be afraid and start using that battery a little bit more. If he can get past Locker, he's in a good position.
We could see him in like the top 5.
We could indeed. Oh, and Dynamo Dan, another big lock up there. And he has still got his teammate behind. Crossgreen might want to see team orders here. I might want to see Crossgreen try and go for these two. As we continue on, lap 17, then Cruz's staying out, and I believe he's doing what you're saying, Rosie. I believe he is going to go on to the soft tyres.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, this race has not been boring. It has actually been quite fun. Have you
Agreed.
enjoyed it so far?
Yeah, I have enjoyed it so far.
For Cruiser, what would be good now is a red flag. Free pit stop, no positions lost. He'll lead the race. Cruiser will be licking his lips. He needs a big pile up to happen though. Dynamo Dan going to finally go for the move. He's using a bit more of his battery and coming level with Crossgree on the battery now. So I believe Dynamo Dan and Crossgree should swap soon. So Crossgree can try and have a go and see if he can actually do something against these two. Because Dynamo Dan just simply can't get past them at the moment. And at the moment, he needs to try team orders and let Crossgree go and see if he can fight the other two. And if he can, there we go. McLaren get more points in the constructors. So for Dynamo Dan, it's his choice at the end of the day if he wants to let Crossgree go. What would you do in this situation, Rosie? If you had your teammate if it was like this?
I would, if you and your teammate were there, I would say, because at the moment, if Dino Dan is using some of his ERS but saving some of it, Crossgreen might actually have a chance to go past his teammate. So in my idea, I would say Dino Dan should let Crossgreen by.
We're continuing on then, and if Dynamo Dan is watching this stream, it is up to him at the end of the day. But he is still sitting behind Locker and Diamond, who are just swapping positions each race, and Gary's race is getting worse and worse and worse as Law overtakes Locker.
And Cruz is losing a lot of places as well.
Oh, and Elplan makes a bit of contact with Law, getting his elbows out there. And I believe Elplan really wanted to get past Cruiser so he didn't get held up, and then we'll lose time to Law. And Elplan a little bit of argy-bargy with Law there, but nothing bad in that. As Cruiser's still trying to stay behind. He's going to go to the soft tyres, I do believe, in lap 18. And these two are still fighting, and we'll probably need it on track, like I say, because Elplan could still get his 5-second removed after what I've seen earlier. As we continue along in the back, in the midfield then, for this lovely battle, let's have a little look at what's going on for the battle for P10 between Nightowl, Still and Bidley at the moment. The championship leader only in a point at the moment, only having a point, and it would allow Elplan to re-overtake and Crossgree potentially to get Nightowl's position.
Cruiser's pit for softs, but he's going to drop down a few places.
Now back into another points, but Bidley trying to search for his first points this season, currently one place shy and a 3-second time penalty shy of a point at the moment. Needs something to happen ahead if he wants to get that crucial point today and his first points in FPRL this season. And here we go then with Locker. Both McLarens are now level on ERS. I think Crossgree's going for the move on Dynamo Dan. I think it's time for Crossgree to have a go. And Dynamo Dan is not putting up a fight. And he has been overtaken by Crossgree. It is now Crossgree's turn to try and get past these two ahead. He needs to keep butting and batting. Now, if Crossgree can get past these two, it is more points for McLaren. As it stands right now, they'll get getting P6, P7, but a P5, P7, P4, P7 could be good enough. So Crossgree can now try and get his elbows out and now try it, as he's already trying to force Locker into an error. Dynamo Dan behind might just sit behind and try and let his teammate force them into an error. So Dynamo Dan can try and get a move down here as we head on to lap 20 in a couple of seconds time. It's all really close.
Crossgreet has got the advantage because he's got more ERS than Locker.
Indeed, he does. Indeed.com as steals into the pits. That allows Bidley to go back into the points. And at the moment, Bidley will be scoring his first points of the season in FPRL. And we continue along with these drivers, and it's a big train. And is Crossgree going to do something different to Dynamo Dan and actually get past Locker? We will have to wait and see, as we're focusing on this battle rather than lead, because the lead is just swapping back and forth for now. We'll focus properly on the lead when it gets to the final few laps. As here comes Crossgree, and I think he's had enough. He's had enough of watching Dan just sit there. He wants this badly as well, as you saw when he tried to get past Dynamo Dan. He's looking up the inside. He's really trying for this overtake. He does not want to be in this third man in the train. He wants to be getting McLaren more points. But at the moment, Crossgree's now drained all of his battery, and it is so hard to gain battery back here. And the more these two fight like this, the more Crossgree can get involved. Sensational. As Nightowl trying to make some more moves and get back up to this train as well, currently sitting in P9 with Freddie Ford. As it is really kicking off here for this midfield battle. Left, right, centre, forward, back, middle. As when is Crossgree gonna pounce? When is he gonna try and really go for this? But Dynamo Dan, I thought for 1 second he was trying for this, but I think Dynamo Dan needs to let his teammate Crossgree's they've been past Dynamo Dan for a couple of laps. Dynamo Dan was ahead for more laps than Crossgree has been for now. And I think Crossgree's already trying to desk for this overtake. And Dan was just sitting there and being a little bit playing the patient game. Crossgree does not want to play the patient game and wants this P4 quite badly. As we continue along then on lap 21. When is Crossgree going to go for his move? As Silverside Boy is actually fighting with some. Congratulations, Silverside Boy. You made a move this race up into P13 for Silver. And Crossgree's a little too far back. And Dynamo Dan might be trying to re-overtake his teammate. And Dynamo Dan is forced Crossgree to brake later. Crossgree won't be a little bit happy with Dynamo Dan's attack.
You need to use some of that ERS as well, because Crossgree's only got 17% left.
Agreed there. And Diamond in P4 at the moment for Locker. Against Locker, Diamond does have a 3-second time penalty. Alfie though, currently in a race of his own. So sat in P3. Was in the battle for P3 earlier in this race, but then Freddie started fighting with P4, and that allowed Alfie just to have a peaceful race. So Alfie just sitting there, relaxing at the moment in P3. As Elplan and Law still fight away, but Elplan's got that battery advantage. And Dynamo Dan has re-overtaken Crossgree then. Crossgree wasn't given many laps to try and go for the overtake on these two. And now it's time for Dynamo Dan to try and see if he can go for this overtake once again. But once again, both of McLaren's back on level terms. They need to stop fighting. They need to start focusing on trying to force these guys into an error. They have more battery against these two. When are the McLarens going to have this? Dynamo Dan's using his battery, so is Crossgree. Dynamo Dan really needs this, Rosie. What these McLarens going to do to try and get these moves done?
Or if they can work out as a team and make sure that if Crossgree wants to try and get ahead of Locker and Diamond, he and Dino needs to let him by. Otherwise, if Dino Dan isn't going to make the move on Locker and Douchey, Crossby's not going to have a chance at potential P5.
Bidley has been overtaken by, and Jake Scott's gone around in the background there. Bidley's been overtaken by Cruiser. Bidley's first points is gone away by Cruiser's soft tyres. Cruiser on the comeback low on those soft tyres, currently only 2.8 off this pack. Night Owl also back in this fight now, so the fight is getting bigger for P4, but we're still questioning what these McLarens are going to do. They're currently P5 and P6 post race, but they need to do something if they want P4 or something else in the constructors at the moment, as Locker re-overtakes Diamond for P5, and Night Owl's now hitting the scene. And yes, he's on those medium tyres but has no battery. Freddie now back on the scene, and he gets a 3-second time penalty. Cruiser is starting to catch these guys. We've seen a big train form for this fight for P4, like we have seen.
Oh, and Law gets past L-Plan. Them two are having a bit of a battle for P1.
A bit of a battle. They've been having a battle. They've been having a battle since lap 1, Rosie. Here comes Dynamo Dan. Oh, very close. Nearly a little bit longer, and that would have been his for the taken. We're heading on to the final few laps of this race, and we're seeing the battle for the lead. And Elpan's got that battery advantage. Once again, if he can win this on track and remove his 5 sec, he'll keep it. But if he can't win on track, and then he might not be able to win at all. He's just got to try and get this win on track, as Morley now overtakes Bidley again, stripping Bidley's first points of the season. Still credits, hats off to Bidley for a great race today to stay up there, not be lapped today. So really good job from Bidley. And Night Owl's up the inside of Croskery on those freshest medium tyres. Croskery losing a bit of touch with the pack ahead. Not what he really needs, Croskery. And Night Owl's drying up the inside into turn 1. He's sending it from a long way back and got tight. And Night Owl is going to have to live again. But he's got the better X. Those medium tyres are so grippy for him. Up the inside, Croskery still defending this. He's trying to hold it on the outside. Night Owl up the inside. These could lose DRS. Freddie now nearly going into them. This is allowing Cruiser to catch up. Night Owl is trying absolutely everything to get past Croskery. Croskery almost losing DRS. Here comes Night Owl again. Dynamo Dan still not going for the overtake. Here goes Dynamo Dan. Oh, he got blocked off by Locker there. Night Owl now trying to go for the move on Croskery. And Night Owl is really fighting along with Croskery here. It's wheel to wheel. And who's going to get this? Night Owl really trying this move. Croskery trying everything. Croskery on the inside. Night Owl trying to go hold it on the outside. And Croskery has got the inside, but now Freddie is going up the inside. Oh, it's just too close at the moment. Night Owl still holding. Croskery still holding on. Dynamo Dan also had that opportunity on the straight. He looked, but Locker just blocked him off as he went side by side. What was so funny?
Get yourself a drink. Your voice keeps going. Oh, and Law gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Oh dear.
That's not good.
Law. Technically now, if Elpan does get this 5 sec removed, even if he finishes P2, he could still win this race, but it'd still be nice to see it on track.
Locker might actually get in the top 3 as well with penalties. Oh, and Jake Scott gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Hello?
Jake, what are you doing?
Commentating. That's what I'm doing.
Wait, you're not racing, are you?
Commentating. As we continue along, then Night Owl once again just got to sit behind, and Diamond now. It's all kicking off as we're heading into the final laps of the race here. No, Locker.
As I said that. No, Locker.
The comms curse from Rosie.
I thought Locker was going to get in the top 3, but he got a penalty. Why, Locker?
That's your fault for comms cursing. There's Night Owl again trying up the inside. this could allow McLaren to get P4 and P5 unless Night Owl destroys that.
Or unless if them two get a penalty, comes curse.
Looks like Alpine's pulling away from Law. So we head on to the final 2 laps of the race, penultimate lap of the race. And we're still seeing Night Owl stuck behind Crosscree. Crosscree putting up a great defence as Cruiser now up into P9 as he's really trying to get involved on those soft tyres. As once again, Logger and Diamond swap places. And Dynamo Dan is trying to hold on. And it's just really kicking off here. Maybe next week I might need 2 pints of Cokes to keep my voice hydrated. As I'm trying to hold on to my last bit of Coke for the end of the stream so I can actually rehydrate myself. So next week I might just put myself 2 pints of Coke and bring 2 glasses.
Yeah,
so that I can down a Coke.
Oh.
As here comes Diamond once again. Have you seen any more fuel light flashing, Rosie?
No, so far it's only been Lexus.
It's only been Lexus, okay. It's going to kick off in this midfield. Bidley still trying to get those points. Maybe if this kicks off in the midfield and some crashes happen, Bidley could secure a point. As Night Owl has his tyres falling off the cliff. As we head onto the final lap with Law and Alpine. I believe Alpine just has that battery advantage now. We haven't watched these two much for this race because the midfield has been putting up a battle. We head on to the final lap then for Alpine to win on track and potentially get that 5-second move and take the championship lead. Either way, he will take the championship lead as Night Owl's only down P8 at the moment. But if Night Owl... Oh yeah, Night Owl has a 3 seconds. I think he just picked up a penalty. That's not good for him either. Right, Dynamo Dan, are you going to pounce on this overtake? Diamond does have a 5 sec.
Or you're going to let Crossby go by. And then he might make some moves.
But it would make more sense for Crosscree to go by because he is 3rd in the championship at the moment. And Dynamo Dan is a little bit off in the championship. So it would make sense if Dynamo Dan lets Crosscree take P4, especially while Crosscree's trying to hold on to that P3 in the championship as we head down the final time. And it looks like Alpine's going to win this race. Diamond for the final time gets P4, but Locker might just about take that P4 away. As we continue along, no more battles happening. Cruiser might want to try and get that place on Night Owl for P8. We head down the final sector. What an enjoyable race. I don't want this race to end. I want it to continue for another 27 laps. But unfortunately, life ends too quickly, as they say. I don't think there's going to be any more moves. This Cruiser's really trying to get on the back. Is he going to do one of his Cruiser sends? And he isn't. But for the time today, the championship leader is going to be Elplan. Even though he finished P2, Law wins the race and track. Alfie secures his first podium in FPRL. Diamond, Douchey, Baba Fire and Cruiser up the inside, pushes Night Owl wide. And Freddie Ford is going to be 3 wide towards the line. Get your photo finishes out. Who's going to get it? Cruiser gets P8, Night Owl gets P10. Diamond with a 5 sec drops all the way down to P10. Morley and Bidley, both Aston Martins, do not get points. But really hats off to Bidley today. What a result for him. That should boost up his confidence. And okay, Yorkie. Dynamo Dan gets P4. Crosscree gets P5. Locker put up a really good race today. Takes away what he started in qualifying. P6. Gets a really good result. Freddie, P7. Cruiser started outside the points in qualifying. Gets P8. Night Owl, 26 milliseconds. Misses out on P8. I tell you what, photo finish for Night Owl and Cruiser though. That was great. And Night Owl put up a really good battle, Crosscree though. And we just wait for Yorkie just to take his time, I guess. Do some donuts for us, Yorkie. Come on, just end the race.
Take your time, Yorkie.
No! I don't think L-Plan has a mic either.
Oh.
I fancy talking to a McLaren driver if they want to come in.
What kind of interview would this be if Lord doesn't
Well,
have
anyone.
the mic?
I've never heard.
Plan.
I don't know. L-Plan doesn't really. He joins every now and again when he feels like it. I've
Oh,
never seen
come
Alfie
on,
join
Law.
before.
No, not Law. Yorkie.
Ah!
Oh.
One of them.
He's
Well, that's a shock
joined.
to the horror. He joined today. The question is
Oh!
Alfie?
Yorkie takes people out.
I don't know if Alfie has a mic because he has never been on the podium before in FPRL, so this is the first for Alfie if he joins. If not, we'll try and see if we can talk to the McLarens today.
And talk about their strategy.
Big up the Maccas. Well, there we go then. Won't bother inviting Law as he has said in the chat, but really good win for there from Law. Might, in the stewards, get that taken away and might get that P2 due to L-Plan getting pushed. We'll have to wait and see what the stewards say. But for now, provisional results as it stands is Law P1, L-Plan P2, Alfie P3, Dynamo Dan P4, Crosscrew P5, Locker P6, Freddy P7, Cruiser P8, Night Owl P9, Diamond P10, Bidley P11. Oh, one place off of Bidley. Damn, I wanted him to get a point. Medium traction fraud, Silver P12. Go back to full traction, please. Still P13, Morley P14, Lexus P15, Jake Scott P16, Rumas P17, Yorkie P18. Your one DNF today is going to Waving Earth. It looks like we will be interviewing. Let's get the McLarens in. We'll get L-Plan first because I know L-Plan likes to just get this over and done with. So yes, but Rosie, I know it's going to be a really tough one today. I know there was a lot of good battles for the lead of the race.
Yeah.
There was good battles from the McLaren.
Ignore that invite. I don't mean to.
So yeah, do think of your driver of the day because there was good battle for the leads. There was good battles for P4 and P5, as you can see, some big position changes there. Some really put up some good battles. Doesn't have to be for the win, but it is entirely up to you. So get yourself thinking, and I really do think this is a hard choice today after what we have seen. But let's get L-Plan over and done with, because I know L-Plan, you just want to do it, don't you? You want to get gone out. So L-Plan, who do you want to take, Rosie? You have a choice today.
I will take Crossgree.
Ooh. Okay. Take the basic bitch man
Special
himself.
treatment.
A special treatment. Right, L-Plan, please include your audio.
Done.
Hello, L-Plan. How are you today? First.
Hey, hello. I'm good.
Good. Nice to hear you back in the interviews. I'll see you every now and again, and it's always nice to hear you every now and again. So, talk us through your qualifying, please.
Well, the first few laps I was struggling quite a bit, but on the final lap I just got it all together, almost. Made a few mistakes. Could have been pole, I think, but it was good.
Good. Well, obviously for the race we saw you back and forth with Law throughout that whole race, and what a great battle, eh? But talk us through, what do you think you'll be able to get that 5-second removed?
Yeah, I think it's possible. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to get that P1. You know.
Yes. Obviously, talk us through your race a little bit more. We was focusing more on the midfield because obviously we knew he was going to go back and forth throughout that whole race.
Yeah, that's actually pretty much it. Like, there wasn't really anything. It was just me and Law just going back and forth, and that's it. And like just on the final lap, I just had a little bit more ERS, I think, and I could get away.
So obviously now you take the championship lead no matter where you finish out of those two. You take the championship lead of the overall and the mini championship. So how do you feel for that?
Yeah, I don't really care about it because I'm actually here just for the racing.
Perfect attitude. Fair play to you. No, I like that attitude. It is always good, obviously. Not always here for championships, you're always here just to have fun, aren't you?
Yep.
So obviously next week, with Spa being removed, we head
Boo.
instead to Baku. How do you feel for Baku? That's going to be chaos.
Yeah, I don't really like that track. To be honest, I would have preferred more to race in Spa, but it is what it is.
Fair enough. Well, thank you very much, L-Plan, for talking with us today. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you back next week for Baku, mate.
Yep, thank you.
No problem. Take care. We'll give some words over to Alfie today. What car was he in? Been commentating 27 laps. I don't remember what car he was in. How embarrassing. But looking to check him. Where did Alfie? Ah, Williams. Yeah. So a few words from me to Alfie. Yeah, drove a very good race. Was in the train on the first few laps, but then pull away after Freddie. So good job to Alfie today to get his first podium FPRL. And then over to Law in the Alpha Tauri. No, Alpine.
Going back.
So yeah, good job from Law today. At the moment it is a win on track. Just kept it back and forth, kept it consistent. Does like to crash quite a lot in races, but today he has kept it there and won the provisional race, so congratulations to Law. So let's go over and interview the McLarens today, P4 and P5, so we couldn't get the other two in, so the next two were the McLarens, and obviously they showed up a really good result, and they put up a really good performance in the midfield and shown absolutely everything today. So I'm going to leave you with the basic bitch man of Crossgree, and make sure you include your audio, please, Crossgree.
No.
Lucky guy.
Rosie, take it away with Crossgree.
Have you got your audio included, Crossgree?
Yeah.
Alright, talk us through your qualifying.
I was going to say a word, but absolutely terrible. Nowhere near the pace that I thought it was going to be. So yeah, down P15 or 16. It's not a point. It was just maybe get P9, P10. So it was just terrible.
And talk us through your race, because that was actually quite interesting between you and your teammate Dino Dan.
Yeah, starting off the race, I seen there's basically from P3 down to basically last was in a DRS train. And I knew from Sunday with the tier 3 with TJ that the undercut is overpowered as hell around here. It's about 2 seconds quicker or so. So I decided to just box lap 10 where I knew the hards could make it to the end. And I think I was able to gain about 7 or 8 positions out of that there. And obviously get me into this position. General Jake, that echo is a joke.
I can hear it as well.
Pipe down, keep interviewing.
I also wanted to talk about also for you, Krosky. You and Dino Dan, I thought you two definitely had quite different strategy, because I thought Dino Dan wasn't using some of his ERS as much as you. What do you think of that? Do you think he should have let you through? Because I think you and him were battling a bit there, and I thought he could have let you through to potentially catch up to Locker.
Yeah, it was with the two guys in front. They were just DRS training each other the whole time, and it just seemed that they were never going to go side by side in between any of turn 1 or down the chicane down the back straight. So they kind of got away with it like that, and me and Dan, we kind of just accepted our fate that we couldn't get past no matter what we done. I've dumped the battery a couple of times to just try to get one of them, but it just never was to come. From then, we just realised that both had penalties. Let's just settle in for this here when we were going to get a P4 and P5.
Fair enough. And how do you feel that Spa's been removed from the calendar?
It's an absolute joke. Whoever league management are need to sort that out. There'll be stern words had tonight about that. But it's going to be basic
Poor from
bitch Baku
TJ,
now,
that.
so
Poor.
Basic pitch.
Love you
yeah,
there, TJ.
Baku's a strong track for me. So I'd rather have Spa, but Baku I don't mind for next week.
Enjoy the
Fair
chaos.
I will.
Last time I watched a Baku race, about 7 of you finished out of 15 people.
And I was one of the 7.
Would you like a medal?
Yes, please.
Ooh.
You would like a medal. There you go.
Careful now, I'm on stream.
Thank you very much, Cosgrilo. Really good result from P15 today. And you did very good teamwork out there today, so well done.
Thank you very much, buddy.
Well done.
So, Dynamo Dan, have you got your audio included, young man?
Mm-hmm.
So, see, got P9 in qualifying. Do you think there was any improvements on your final lap in quali?
Yeah, once for qualifying's not really been my strongest point. I was struggled with it, so just to get right in the top 10 was good enough
Okay.
in the middle.
So obviously throughout that race, lots of battles, lots of overtakes, lots of everything from you and Crossgree and everyone that you was fighting with, Diamond Locker. Talk us through your race and what your strategy was going to be if they didn't have a pen.
Well, yeah. Well, obviously I wasn't expected to be on the podium, so that's
You're
nice.
not. You're P4 by the way.
Oh, right, okay. Fair enough. But, still, yeah, coming to the race start, tried to keep up with the likes of Law, but they're just too quick for us. So, the plan for me and Croc was just to stick with Blocker and, I forget his name, yeah, stick with them two and just swap between DRS and pretty much backs mum and dad when it works out.
There we go. Thank you, Diamond Dan. Obviously, with that, obviously you're drawed points with Diamond on 14 points, and these amount of
Diamond,
points
that was it.
should push you above probably Stiffmeister now. So, are you trying to fight for this top 3 in the championship this season?
Well, obviously it's a long way to go yet, and as we know, the calendar's been changed with 24 coming out, so for now just taking it race by race and see what happens. If I can go all the way, then great.
It's a bit like Michael Van Gerwen, no targets.
Gotta keep pushing.
Yes, and I don't need to ask how you feel about Spa being removed because we've already heard your thoughts 5,000 times.
I don't get how we can remove one of the god tracks on the calendar. That's just...
Everyone's. Would you rather Baku be removed for Spa?
I don't mind Baku, it's alright. If you can avoid T1, then you're pretty much alright. But it is what it is with a new game coming out, so just gotta live with it.
Thank you very much, Dan, and congratulations on your result tonight.
Thank you.
Right, off we go, Lem. Whoa. One last thing to say.
Here we go.
So, it is your co-coms driver today. I really hope for these last 10 minutes you have thought about this, because I personally think it could go to anyone in that top 7, in my opinion. It is a very, very close one. The battle for the lead, you had the battle for P4, P5, you had the P3 man. You had everything there for driver day. If it was a couple driver days, if you could give out like 3 or 2 driver days, would you be given 2 or 3 driver days out today?
Yeah, if I had a choice, I'd give it out to like loads of drivers, not just one. But
Well,
I
only
have
one
had a
can have it,
thought.
Rosie. Tell us your reason why before you name them.
Okay, I think my reason for this driver, I'd say tonight was not so good of a result for them, but they managed to get up to not potentially get the podium, but potentially manage to get at least in the top 7. So
Basic bitch.
my
man.
driver of the day is gonna go to a little drum roll.
Duh.
Cross-screen.
Hey, there we go. Well,
My
he
driver of
did-
the day goes to cross screen.
there we go. He didn't get a podium,
Nice.
but he did get P15 to P5, but put up a really good fight for it and showed why he was driver of the day today. So, yeah, much agree with that. Crosscrete, today you are the Tier 2 French Grand Prix driver of the day. Congratulations. Du-du-du-du.
Well deserved.
Score flash, by the way, if anyone cares. United have just gone 1-0 up. against
United is
Palace.
shit, no one cares.
We're not interested in football
And
results right now.
Chelsea butchered their way to
That's
win
what
the
I'd
FA
say.
Cup. Leeds should have won the
Oh.
FA Cup. Fuck Chelsea. There you go. That's my opinions on Chelsea. Yuck.
Chelsea
Oh,
should have won
Bart
instead
is
of Liverpool.
checking. Bar's checking.
Liverpool beating Southampton. No shock in that one.
But
Boo!
Boo.
Let the Saints win for once. But that is all time we have. That is all the time we have for tonight. I would love to just do that.
Boo.
Yeah, agreed. I would love
Do a
to just do
replay.
that again.
Do a replay of the whole
Replay.
race.
Get everyone
Bad
back
chat.
in the lobby quickly. Get everyone back in the lobby. Another 27
Quick,
laps.
guys, join.
But
Well,
guys,
no rules. You guys can do another race, but just
Oh my
no
God.
rules.
bloody hell!
no, I'm
Prepare
done
for
with that. That'd be
1 million
boring.
tickets, everybody. But that is definitely all we have time for. Tune in for the final Baguette Grand Prix. Oh, sorry, the Baguette. I'm hungry
That's all you've been saying.
because we're friends. So
Mind.
head over to the final race around Bonjour, Je m'appelle Jake for the final French Grand Prix, which is on Friday at 8 PM, where you'll be joined by the best duo probably at the moment of Cruiser and Monkey Boy Kurt for Friday. And then we stay in Europe, obviously, and we head over to the streets of Baku.
Boo.
Boo.
No. No.
Blech.
No.
League
I
management.
don't want that track.
Change
No.
the track to Spa right now before we come and
Please
protest.
put Spa.
Start petition up
Please.
in the chat.
Yep, start your petition, start your protests, get in that members lounge and make league management change their minds. Don't
No one
stop
wants
Oh, we riot
Baku.
for 24.
don't stop protesting until league management change. Thank you guys. But unfortunately, unless it does get changed, which probably won't, we do head over to Baku of the streets. It's good for overtaking in the final sector, but it is a very tight track to go side by side. I'm sure we'll see a lot more crashes there, a lot more chaos. Today we did see chaos, but we saw really good chaos, and it was really good racing today. I'm sure in Baku it will be a whole new level next week or this week. So do tune in on Sunday. We'll probably be joined alongside by Silverside Boy and Daddy Ads. So yes, so join in there, and then probably back next Wednesday where it might be me and a different comms partner for a change. Oh, you never know.
Boo.
But that is all we have time for tonight. Do make sure to check out our socials of TikTok, social media, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. The races do get posted up onto YouTube, and then you have TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Do make sure, if you are interested, come and join the Discord, and we are on the road to 700 followers. We are currently on 655 followers. If you have not hit the follow button, do make sure you hit the follow button. Thank you very much. I'm a pro at this now, so yes. Guys, thank you so much for watching today. That has been FPRL F123 Tier 2 for Season 7, Round 5 around the French Grand Prix. Today I have been your host, and today I've been joined alongside the one and only
Rosie or 180.
There we go. Au revoir, everyone. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Have a good rest of your week. Keep safe. Take care. See you on Friday. Bye. Oh. Tijum smells on Chelsea as shit.